Together over, I don't know, probably the last, 21 years. A lot of the stuff that, over bow, backpack stove, all that stuff, pre-cooked bacon, tortillas. The food's really come, I first started doing these hunts. I went to Alaska in 2005, I think it was, and eating MREs, military meals. Horrible. Got Giardia. Found out what that was. Went from 188 to about 142 in about 2 months. So over the course of the last 20 years, just fine-tuned it. Throughout the years, I've been on several out-of-state hunting trips pursuing my passion. Everything from mule deer, elk, moose, you name it. Making memories in the outdoors with those I love has been a huge part of the last 20 years of my life. I own a real estate brokerage which keeps me plenty busy, but I feel a strong urge to slow down and be more present in life. I want to be more present and spend more time doing what I love, so that my legacy through hunting will be something for my daughters and their children to look back on for many years to come. That's what I was telling Ollie on the way up here. Alaska's different. You just total opposite lower 48. You got so much convenience down there, and everything's on time, on demand. Get it now, quick. But never seen this happen. This is my 6th trip up here, and we was getting ready to land the plane, and did a couple different banks, and I told Ollie, man, something's weird, and we did kind of like a complete circle. Something's wrong, and volcano erupted right close to the little airstrip we was going to land on. So couldn't see the airstrip, and I guess something about the fumes. They couldn't do a jet turbine through the fumes even if they could see the airstrip. So another night back to Anchorage and trying to get things rescheduled tomorrow just to get to the last little town before we start the first bush leg to main camp, and then the second tundra plane to Spike Camp. Seems like we've done this before. Just here 23 hours ago doing the same thing. Even though it's a bow, they still want to check it for, I don't know, gunpowder and all that stuff that they do check, so part of it.
The LTE switch is right here. It's in the aft baggage wall. Fire extinguisher's on the front of my seat. Keep your seatbelts on.
Talk about how long he's been doing it and all that stuff, Phil, if you don't care to.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been doing it so long I don't even remember.
There's fighting, and it seemed like most of the time they would just grab on and shake.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't about slashing or trying to cut anything.
No,
like
it's biting and shaking and then
getting
throwing.
the whole
It's
grappling.
more of a sumo kind of thing.
Did you see that video?
Porous
You guys saw
bone.
that one getting a fight.
We saw him eating fish down here. We were going fishing. We turned and came back and he was dead. Another bear was eating him.
That quick.
Yeah.
the older, bigger bears.
The older, bigger bears are always more efficient at killing anything.
Yeah.
You watch them fishing, they don't miss. You watch the little cubs just chasing fish around. They don't eat for days because they can't catch one. But you watch a big bear, they know what they're doing.
That's why.
And you never really see a small boar kill a sow and her cubs. Just can't. It's not. It's not efficient.
Because the sow's
Butt kicked.
Yeah.
It's a strange feeling being dropped off by a bush plane in Alaska. Once the plane leaves, you're surrounded by nothing but vast wilderness, and it almost leaves you with an eerie feeling.
That's crazy. Yeah. None of them are going to let you get close to them if they can help it. If they smell you, they're probably going to be gone. Even a mile away a lot of times. You can watch a bear way away and just you see the wind change and go towards them and its nose will come up in the air and they'll like do a backflip. They're running as far as you can see. So they're all different. You got no idea what they're going to do.
Get comfortable here. Watch the stretch. It's just.
It's first day, so obviously I'm anxious. He's picked up on it, so the best thing to do is play the wind and not try to be too aggressive this quick in the hunt.
I hate to just scare them out of it.
Absolutely.
This ugly going down there.
It's what?
Ugly walking down there.
If I was going to shoot him from the rifle, you'd let me shoot him from here?
No.
After the encounter with Scarface, we quickly realized it was going to be extremely difficult to get within bow range. Brown bear have an extremely good nose, and one whiff of us would send him to the hills, so we decided to switch gears. We would stay high with the wind in our face. Bear sightings were plentiful, and we started to notice a pattern. Most of the bears would migrate towards certain spots in the stream, almost like a whitetail funnels through the timber back home. We found a spot for the next morning that would give us the best opportunity to get a shot.
What do you think, George?
I think that's the one right there.
Coming over on that bank though, he's not down in the creek.
Hey, he's going back in the brush.
Come on, man. Here comes a bear. Here comes a bear right here. Coming right down the creek, right as we want it.
Dang, this wind.
All right.
If you don't hit that thing good, you lose it. That's your tag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to shoot at this bear unless you feel great about it.
Can you stop it? Keep an eye on Ian. Keep an eye on Ian. I see a dark spot where. Yeah, I know. Can you find? Do you know where it's at?
I got a rough idea.
See if you can keep an eye on that dark spot with your binos if it gets up. Oh, it's still shaking a little bit. I want to say it's all because I'm cold, but it has turned pretty cold. We kept water bottles are freezing in the wind. It's mainly the wind. It's probably single digits with the wind chill, probably 17 without. But I seen this bear this morning, couldn't really get on it, and went back and forth whether it was a shooter or not, and kind of kicked ourselves in the butt because we've only seen like 2 big boar, and this one was right there, and come back out after a couple hours, and it was super windy. I think I made a good shot. We're getting ready to watch it back on film, and it come out right where we wanted it to. It was just a really, really windy shot. I put about 3.5, 4 minutes of windage on it. So hopefully we'll see what's going to happen. Ooh. Well, getting ready to make the drop down in. I looked at the video, looks like we drilled it. The guide said he thought he seen blood right when it hit it. And Brian Runyon be proud. I gave it about 3.5, 4 minutes of windage at 180 yards. That's 1.8 times 4 to say. So I gave it about 7.5, 7.8 inches of holdover for it to drift in. Then it looks like I drilled it.
got yourself a bear. Hell of a shot.
Thank you.
Really impressed.
You know what? That makes me feel good. Many years you've been guiding, say you're impressed. Wow, that's a bit huge. Huge. Stay back a little bit, just a little bit. Stay back a little bit, just a little bit. Oh my goodness. He did exactly what we said he did. Woo! Yes. Well, that's what I wanted was a.
Jason shot a shot I hated to have him take because the wind was blowing 30 to 40, but he said he'd shot a lot of long range and had a handle on the wind, and he hit him perfect. He didn't go 30 yards, so I'm really impressed. Gorgeous bear.
Thank you very much. And we was estimating earlier. George's really conservative. I started figuring out with his estimates and on how many brown bear harvests he's been on. We're not going to say his age, he gets offensive to that, but he's well over 100 brown bears, not that he's outfitted, that he's personally guided and harvested. So that's a feat in itself to be one of 100 brown bears this man's been on and physically guided and helped people harvest. So thank you very much, George.
It's been fun.
It's been real.
20 years ago, I would have never dreamed of hunting brown bear on the Alaska Peninsula. I can't thank everyone involved in this hunt enough. Alaska is a different animal. Although I've hunted here 5 times before, this trip was different and a huge milestone for me personally.
I guess we have to go. Gotta go fill up another spot on this wall.
If that big guy comes out, we shoot him with a rifle. To hell with it.
Yes.
It's hang time. Popped in here.
Sun's out now.
I would say sun's out, but the guns ain't out.
No, the guns aren't coming out today. It's way too cold for that.